Head towards Youth Day this Friday. The Eastern Cape Transport MEC, Xolile Nqatha, is leading the Youth in Transport Indaba in Gqeberha, the department working with the National Youth Development Agency. Newzroom Afrika's Siphosethu Booi filed this report.
We are at the mainly arts center here, Nelson Mandela Bay in Gqeberha. This is where many of the young people will be making their way here to hear more about the different opportunities that are entailed underneath the Department of Transport. And I'm joined now by Samantha Vincenti, who is the Assistant Training Manager. Ma'am, thank you very much for making time to speak to us here on Newzroom Afrika. Please, good morning, ma'am. Please talk to us just about some of the things that young people need to know prior them applying for the job. Now, the requirements that are needed. Do they need to be a certain age, a physical appearance, so forth and so on, please?
Okay. Good morning. So technically we're looking at the ages between 18 and 35. They need to have a matric. They need to be physically fit. There must be no criminal convictions, so they must be cleared, and they must be physically fit as well.
And the age?
The age is between 18 and 35. The course is 1 year. It's a NQF level 4. So it entails where they do theoretical and then they do practical as well. We call it field training. So the theory they have to pass is subjects like your law, your National Road Traffic Act, your dangerous goods and your auto. And then after you have passed your theory, they also do firearm training as well. A lot of firefighting as well as first aid. And then after they've done their theory, we take them out to the road where they work with field training officers so that they can get some practical experience on the road.
Just speak to us about just some of the many challenges that traffic control officers are faced with on a day-to-day basis. I mean, these are the first people in most cases that arrive in accident scenes. So what are some of those challenges that they need to be aware of prior applying for this particular job, and just the things that they need to prepare themselves for?
Okay, so being a traffic officer, your life is endangered. I always say when you're wearing a blue uniform, you're always a target. So we focus on alertness at the college. We focus on tactical pursuit, how to stop these vehicles, and also when they get to accident scenes, the alertness, like securing the scene of the accident, and also mindful. And that's also one of the reasons why they have to do first aid as well, because they need to, like you say, most of the time they are the first responders at the accident, so they need to know what they should do and not also endanger their lives.
Samantha Vincenti, thank you very much for making time to speak to us here on Newzroom Afrika. She is the training manager at the Traffic Control Department. Of course, the Indaba has not yet started, but it will soon start. And of course, we are peering and also hoping to hear more about other departments that also young people can venture into, like aviation and so forth and so on. It's also important to note that the majority of young people in this province tend to migrate to different provinces for job opportunities. So these are the type of conversations that young people need to know about and also engage in, to also equip themselves as far as making sure that they also be a part of those job opportunities should they avail themselves to them. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Siphosethu Booi.